While the representative of the Third Estate or the National Assembly was busy in drafting the constitution in Versailles, there was another important incident happening in France. There was a severe winter, and the harvest had been decreased. It was reduced. There was not enough food grain produced that year because of the severe winter. If you remember, when we studied about the causes of French Revolution, we learned that the population increased during that period. So increase in population and shortage of harvest or reduced harvest led to a food shortage. So it automatically raised the price of the bread. And this was known as bread riot. So this led to a bread riot in France. Um, During this period, when there was shortage of bread, even the bakers tried to take advantage of the situation. They increased the price, and in some cases, they reduced the quantity of the bread which was sold. It was like any merchants trying to take advantage of the situation, they did. And the people were desperate. They didn't have enough money to buy enough food for their family, and the prices was increasing, the wages didn't increase. So it was a riot in France. People were storming into the shops and grabbing whatever they can. Um, the king or the monarch did nothing to support them. So it made things more agitated, more worse. And when the riots were prominent in Paris as well as in other regions, what did the king do? He decided and he ordered the troops to move to Paris to suppress these riots. Instead of supporting the people to have enough food or livelihood, he actually ordered the troops to move in and curb on the rioters. This made them more agitated, more angry. And then some news spread that in Fort prison of Bastille, there was a huge quantity of food grains stored. The Fort prison of Bastille was seen as a symbol of monarchical authority and hated by everyone. Even though it was a prison, it was not of very significant importance because there were 6 or 7 prisoners after all. But the news of having hoarded ammunition and grains made the people to storm the fort prison of Bastille. On 14th July, agitated crowd stormed the fort prison of Bastille, and this is in history known as the start of the revolution. French Revolution started on 14th July 1789 by the demolition of fort prison of Bastille, and they killed the governor who was ruling it. It was of symbolic importance, not any significant importance, because this was seen as the power of the authority of the monarch, and people destroyed it. And symbolically, they were destroying the monarch. That was their concept. And in line with it, chateaux and manors throughout the regions of France were destroyed. There was a complete riot in France. France was in anarchy.